So when we look in our lives, we find out that everything happens in a cyclic way, you know? And when we say cyclic, it means that we can understand that we are cycling our emotions. We have periods where we are in the same emotions, where we are in the same situations sometimes. So when we become elder, we cycle more and more around in these things which are the important for us to see. That's why we cycle, because life brings us back to the moments or to the situations or to the themes we don't want to see. No, this is like a very immersive school. It brings us back in the same constellations, in the same situations, in the same emotions. No, so that every cycle, which is not the same, yeah, we can have 3 cycles, we can have 4 cycles, not more than that usually. So there is these themes that cycle around in our life. No? And when we understand one of it, we start to spiral up. Yeah, instead of cycling, instead of just repeating, we are starting to spiral. Yeah, and our life is advancing, is somehow growing. And so it is not difficult really to understand what is going on in our life. We just have to accept, first of all, the fact that we repeat, no? And we like to repeat. We like to see ourselves that we are straight and that we go up and that we develop. But in the theme, we are blind of, and that our blind spots, these are the spots where we cycle, no? And we come back and again to this same problematic, and we cannot understand why it appears. So when you see these spots, when you understand those spots, that is the spots you have to look for, no? And one thing, of course, to look for is not to look to the others. Yeah. Our mind, our ego likes to look to others. It says it is this person that always brings me in the same emotion, no? Or it is this situation, it is my job, it is my sickness, it is my lack of money, it is many things that you make responsible in this cycle, no? So many people change job, change partner, change houses, places, trying to think how they can make more money, but you will understand it is not the money that creates these cycles. It is not the other person that creates these cycles. It is not your job. It is not your health either. It is just you yourself. Yeah? In these blind spots, this is where you cycle. Okay? And when you bring light to one of those, it is a big relief in your life. You will find it. It's just such a big relief. It is, of course, painful. Sometimes you will be very frustrated to say how many years or half of life I spent on this, and why could I not see earlier? No, why have to go there? For example, there was a brother writing to me and said, how can I come out of this pain, yeah, that I'm always in pain? I said, you have to ask yourself questions, is there pain to you? Yeah. Who gives the pain to you? Who gives any to you? Yeah. Is it something that from outside comes to you, or is it yourself that you give it to yourself? And that's the first thing you have to understand. Every emotion you feel It is you who feels it, and it's who you gives it to yourself. Yeah. Let's say there is two people. One has been just falling in love, and one has just separated, right? And both of them, the lottery. Yeah. The one is so happy. Yeah. Says, wow, I fall in love and I won even in the lottery. I can share all that money with my beloved one. Yes. It will be wonderful. And the other one may think, oh my God, why do I win all the money now, but I have nobody to share with. I'm alone. Yeah, and he is not really happy. He's not unhappy that he wins in the lottery, but he's not really that happy. Yeah. No. Because he feels alone. Yes. So it's very important to understand what you make responsible. And it is not it's not the other. Some people say, I have no time. Yeah. Who gives you time? Who's the one that takes time from you or gives you time? Who's the master of your time? It's the same. You are the master of your time. So when you have priorities, if you say, for example, I want to meditate 1 hour a day, you need time for that. Exactly 1 hour. So you have to give yourself this 1 hour. Yeah. If you wait that this hour appears, yeah, before you didn't have this hour, you were not really looking for it. You were not really wanting it. Then you say to yourself, oh, I have no time. Yeah. But it is you who gives yourself everything. That is very, very important to understand. And it is you who giving certain patterns, certain pains to yourself. Right? There's a day where you wake up and you say to yourself, why keep I'm thinking all these thoughts that give me pain? Or fears? Why do I continue to do that? Yeah. And when you see that clearly, that is a very big relief in your life. And this is when you grow up. Yeah. Now, that we repeat things sometimes thousands of times is very, very frustrating. Yeah. But look, nothing really repeats absolutely. Yeah, it just seems to be like that, but it is not true, because it will be a different time. It will be a different situation. It's not one situation exactly copied. Yeah, that is making a difference between the digital and our life. The digital you can copy one to one, but even in the digital, maybe one of you knows that, and there is not a precise copy possible also. Yeah, those of you who work with audio, they may know that. There is, even in the digital, it's extremely difficult to copy one thing exactly the same. Yeah, even there. On another level, but very difficult to do something exactly the same that you will find out in science also. Yeah, you have the same thing, you do the same thing, but there is not everything precisely the same. Yeah. So you do not really repeat precisely the same, and that should give you hope. That should give you a motivation to go on. All right. It seems to you that you fall down in the same spot 1,000 times, but it's not exactly this. Yeah. You will be pulled, and this is what we call man. You will be pulled by Rahmah, by mercy. And there is mercy. Mercy is exactly this. It pulls you a little up. Even you want to fall down at the same point, it says, no, no, no. Come a little up. Come a little closer. Yeah. And the other thing is that you realize that your thoughts are not your thoughts. Yeah. This is the major mistake, that you think what you think is you think it. But ask yourself just one question. Where is the source of my thoughts? Where is it? Are you the source of your thoughts? Can you see that? Or do you not know who is the source, or what is the source of my thoughts? Yeah. Look at it. You have a thought and try to trace it back to the source. Yeah. Is it you? No. Can you see that you are the source of the thoughts? No. Yeah, the thoughts are just coming to you, right? They just pop up. They are there. Yeah. Because the source speaks to the source. There is only the source. There is only La ilaha illallah, illallah. There is nothing else. Yeah. So this source uses us to experience itself because it wants to be seen. So it cannot allow us from the very beginning to just be in an ideal situation, in a divine position. Yeah, it cannot allow us that, because otherwise it will never see itself. It never experiences its own. Yeah. So it had to separate us in a kind of simulation, that we say, in a kind of illusion. Yeah. Right? And in that illusion, we think the illusions. We have these illusionary thoughts that I am such and such. I am this and that. I need this and that. Yeah, I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to understand me. Why do you need other people to understand yourself? Have you ever asked that self to you? What is the point? That others understand you. And also how much time you spend to explain yourself to the other. Yeah. What is there that you need to explain? You are there, right? If you are completely happy, if you are completely in peace, there is no need to explain anything, because it shines through you. If you are in love, you don't need to explain anything, because the love will shine through you, right? But you want to explain yourself, and then you want to have an echo that the other one understands what you explain. But the problem is that you don't understand really what you explain yourself. Yeah, you're insecure about yourself, so you shoot a little bit up, and you say, maybe there will be this echo. Maybe that person will understand me. Yeah, and if the person shows you by their emotions, by their heart, that they love you, for example, yeah, that they just love you, you feel understood, isn't it? Yeah. You feel understood not because someone in his mind understands you. You feel understood because someone loves you, right? Someone in his arms and says, I'm with you. I'm listening to you. Just listening makes you to have the feeling that you are understood, right? Yeah. And or you say that you need love, no? And everything we say to ourselves that we need from somebody else will somehow take us in a distance to ourselves. Yeah. Because we come, first of all, as a fact. We are born alone. Yeah. And we live all our life somehow by ourselves. Even we share it. We may share it if you're lucky, or depends how you look at it. But let's say it's a good thing. You share your life with somebody else, no? And you feel happy in that relationship. That would be the ideal situation. But there will come the moment that you have to say goodbye. Yeah. When that person dies before you, or you die before that person. Yeah. And when you have never looked to yourself, living by yourself, like owning yourself, then that will be devastating. Yeah. You will think that you lose all your life. Yeah. And for example, when our parents die, No, even we are elder, let's say you're already 50, and your mother dies, you will understand that how much your mother carried you, right? Even you saw yourself very independent, very, very far away, but your mother's heart was the one that was closest to you ever. Yeah. She was beating with her heart next to you for 9 months. Huh? 9 months, imagine. 9 months, you have a heart so close, and she was beating next to you. Yeah. Your papa, he just shot one drop. Yeah. But your mommy, she received it, and she was giving you a heartbeat. Yeah, she was giving everything. She was giving her uterus to you. Yeah. She built up a placenta, right? Yeah. A whole system of nourish you, right? To nourish us. So we were in this complete knowledge, and our mother was like a portal, and we were in this complete connection. And when we are born, they cut the navel, and that is the moment where this connection is cut. And we look, how was it before? Where you come from, all this that is cut with the navel. So this place is a very sensitive place, and maybe some of you sensitivity there. Yeah. It's easy, not easy for someone to touch there. Even your own self, maybe you don't like to touch yourself there. This is so sensitive, right? So when that is cut, we lose this memory, of where we come from, and also why we are here, for what we came here. And you also don't know that your thoughts are not yours, that nothing actually is ours. It's just made like that. You think it. No? So our happiness is not within ourselves. This is also a thing you need to understand. You always try to find peace in yourself, in your own cosmos, in your thoughts, in your emotions, and this is not how it works. You have to understand there is only happiness is in the source. We call it Allah. This is where the happiness is. There is no other happiness. The source gives you life. The source gives you the body. The source gives you everything. It's the mother. And as a planet, as an embodiment of this source, we are living in the earth. We are living in her sphere. She gives us everything, right? And then in this sphere, we create another sphere. This is what we could call the system. System, there is people, they believe that they are the masters of the system. They are the masters of the world, right? And you believe that too. You think there is a group, or there's the rich ones, and they control everything, right? And there is a group, and they are rich, and they control the system. That's what they do. They control the system. Why can they control it? Why does it work for them? Because you want to be happy in the system. You think to the system. So you say, I need the money, I need the insurance, I need the pension, I need this, I need that, and that. All you need is not that. All you really need is outside the system. That's what we destroy. That is the mama, or big mama. No, that's the planet. We destroy this planet because we think only to the system, right? So we forget about the sphere that we are living in. We don't have any connection, really. We go in nature and we say, oh, beautiful, ma. And for a moment we enjoy nature, but essentially our longing is to the system. We want the system. We think that the system is what makes us happy, right? You be up in the system, you will be a successful one. You are low in the system, you are a loser, right? But outside this system, it's a complete different world. It's just upside down. Yeah. In the system, you want everything for yourself. You can think only on yourself. You say, if I have enough from everything and more, you can never have enough actually in the system, then I will be good. I will be one of the masters, right? If I have nothing in the system, I will be a loser. I will be nobody. Yeah. I can never be happy. Yeah. Outside the system, you have, everyone has the same because you live from the mother. Mother nourishes you. So we live from nature. There is not this competition that we need more. And even someone, let's say, finds two fishes, he catches two fishes, but he needs only one for himself. So he gives the other to the other. Yeah, it's that simple. Because you cannot eat two, maybe you can eat two fishes, but you cannot eat 5 fishes, for example. Yeah. So any fish that is more, you give it. Yeah. And you will give it happy because you don't know what to do with it even. So you give it to the others, right? And like this, it's everything. Everything you have too much, that you cannot use it, it will become a burden for you rather than a benefit. So you give it to others. Yes. That is what that happens in the reality. The reality shares, it gives. So every time you give, your heart is happy, but your ego feels fear. Yeah, because in the system, ego is system bound. Yeah, it feels that if it gives, it loses something. Yeah, and that's why all the spiritual paths, they inspire you. They say, give, be generous, be forgiveful also. Yeah, forgive. That's the emotional generosity, right? So the system is just upside down. Yeah. And you try to figure out in your mind, how can I be happy there? Yeah. I need a bigger house. I need a bigger car. I need thousands of things. Yeah. Right. I need to be somehow the master of it. No? But that system is a suicidal system. And if you want to become the master of it, you have to become a demonic person. Yeah. You against life, must be against humans, right? You must be against nature. This is how you become a master of this system. Yeah. You do not care about any other. Otherwise, you can never become a master of that system. And this is the battle, right? But the system is an illusion. It is guarded by those who are really conscious. Yeah. They allowed it. They made it for us. They allowed us to be inside and to look for everyone. Okay, how this person moves. Yeah. How is he? Is he an egoist? Or is he a person that looks to really open their heart, their hands to others? Can he give? Can he be humble? Yeah. They're watching. There is an eye on us. In the system, there's also an eye on us. That's the eye of surveillance. It's the eye of control, right? It's the digital eye. But there is also a real eye. It's the loving eye, yeah, that watches you. And you have this connection through this loving eye. You have this connection, that's your inner eye. Yeah, that's the eye of conscience, for example. Yeah, that is the eye that watches you and says, not so good. You're not doing it really good. Yeah. And you don't want to look at that eye, yeah, because you can't win. You cannot win with that eye. This eye is winning, yeah, and you have not to win over it. You can't. So we had the there we have Hajj. There was Hajj, the pilgrimage, and there is a day which is called the day of Arafat. That's the day of knowing yourself. And in that day, you stand on the mountain of Rahmah, on mercy. Yeah, isn't it interesting? And it imitates somehow the situation of the day of judgment. Yeah, where it is said in the tradition that you will be naked. I mean, you will not be naked. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that would be rather uncomfortable, right? Uncomfortable. So you will not be really naked, but you will be naked inside. You will be visible for everybody what is going on with you. Yeah. And then in this day, when you will see with the eye, with the divine eye that takes away all the illusion of yourself, that you are the commander of yourself, you will see the result, what you did. Yeah. Everything, absolutely everything. And you will make a judgment. You will say to yourself how you should proceed. No? Okay, what will be the balance of actions? Because if there is no balance, we will never learn, right? Yeah. So this is a time, very, very strong times. If we do not wake up about the system, we are into it. The system of destruction, of hatred, of evil. Yeah. Then we will end up, what all the prophecies tell us, into an apocalypse, right? This is where we are heading. We are heading to the apocalypse. And there is small events already firing up, yeah, right? And finally, it comes big, yeah, very big, and it reaches every one of us. Now there's just some places where people can already experience apocalyptic situations, but it's still nothing, yeah. Yeah. And you see our news, for example. Look at the news, how they are. Yeah. They always change. Now it's not anymore so much news about the Ukraine and all this. But there's one news. They're always constant. What are these news? It's about sports. Yeah. No matter what happens, people die, people this, people that, doesn't matter. The football, yeah, or the tennis, or whatever is important in the sports world, will be reported and will be placed in a prominent place. Yeah, it's about entertaining. Yeah, very important to know which club was playing here and thing happened. Who is the winner of this medal, or and so on, right? It's ridiculous if you see the composition of news. Yeah, on one hand, children get killed, this one, terrible things, then sports. Yeah. As if you go to a funeral, no, and you go to the person that lost the beloved one, yeah, and you say, the result of the club, yeah, in the town was this and this, yeah, and next week we play this, they would think, what is wrong with you? Yeah. There's not a place to tell me now sports, yes, but every single day we are getting this. Yeah, that means there is a clear message. Don't care too much. As long as we have the football, as long as we have the sports, as long as we have the movies, as long as we have all these running, you don't worry. Yeah, is it? Yeah. So we sit in front of our TVs, yeah, till dawn is coming, yeah, and it will come like night. It will just descend on us, yeah, and you will feel it. You will feel it, yeah. You feel it already, but it will come so hard, yeah. unless we do not make this step of awakening now, yeah, it become very, very hard. Of course, as I always say, we don't know the timing, yeah. In my vision, it is around 10 years left, yeah. But all the next years, what I saw will be hard. Yeah. Of course, how should it be different? Think it, yeah. It's just logic, no? All the systems are on point, yeah. The system is on a peak point now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it will continue much, much more like that, right? Social speaking, also we have too much differences between rich and poor, right? Health-wise, we're in a total disaster, yeah. So resources, yeah. Now in Europe, those of you who are living in Europe, I think you understand by now that Europe is at the place that they just want to ruin it, yeah. They want to ruin it, and they will ruin it, yeah. They will ruin it, and it will become weaker and weaker and weaker, yeah. And for us, it is important to really understand what is the purpose of your life, what you are here for, yeah. And you are here for to step beyond the system, beyond what you see, what is the matrix that wants to keep you 24 hours in the grid, yeah. They wants to keep you 24 hours in front of the machine, yeah. And what is the next? Yeah, more and more and more. They will show you what you eat, and if you don't eat what is defined as a good food, yeah, because everything has codes, no, digital codes. So your device will scan these codes automatically. They will report it to the insurance health system, and they will say, this person was eating too much chips, no, for example. So if you have any problem, then they say, no, we don't pay anymore because you eat too much of this and this and that. And what looks, first of all, good is finally a thing that shows everything, and everything. You have to think in a certain direction. You have to eat in a certain direction. You have to move in a certain direction. Everything will be defined for you, right? And it happens so successfully, yeah? Now you have to dislike Putin, for example, yeah? If you say anything positive about this person, you're banned. Booms, your career is finished. At least in Europe. Yeah, maybe America not so hard, but in Europe you'll be finished. If you say publicly, I understand Putin, I understand him a little bit. Yeah. Oof, finished. You're finished. Yeah. Don't try it out. You will be finished. Okay. Yeah. Don't think, oh, I want to try it out. Let's say what my boss says. If I think that there's something I can understand. No, don't do that. Yeah. Now it's only you hate these people, you are good with these ones, these are the good ones, these are the bad, very bad ones, and so on, so on. Everything wants to polarize, no? Because it's digital. Yeah, you cannot have alternative in a digital system. There is only 0 or 1, and that is it. Yeah. So this is 0 and this is 1. This is how they want to change your thinking. Yeah. Okay. You always have to stand at one side. You cannot be in the middle. You have to be there or there, right? You have to feel either completely in fear, or you can feel completely in love. Yeah, that is what they give you. No, romance. No, very romantic. Yeah, you meet your twin flame. Yeah, you meet your whatever. Yeah, or you are completely lost here on earth. Yes, all this stuff. No. Yeah. So, but the real purpose where you came for is to actually step out. Yeah. You are the generation or we are the generation, because we still belong in one boat, no? That have to step out. Yeah, it's gonna come, and those cultures who never stepped in the system, yeah, these are the ones who are the most relaxed. Yeah, they're the most relaxed because they never stepped in. Yeah, they live in thousands of years where they live, and they know everything. They know the whole thing, and this is why you find these prophecies from the Hopis, from the Hunikoin, from the Guarani, from whatever they are, all these native prophecies, yeah, and from our ancient books, yeah, same, right? Yeah. So the source is in control, of course, because it manifests everything, yeah, and it just wants you to remember. This is why it gives us these mantras, it gives us these powerful rituals, but you have to really do them. You have to really feel them. You have to really be inside of them. Yeah. So when you say La ilaha illallah, illallah, yeah, there's nothing except Allah. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. It's literally like that. It's not like there is me and you. No, it's just the source. Yeah. The source speaks. Yeah. But it says to you, say La ilaha illallah. All the messengers now, they say, there is not you, this is an illusion. What you think you are is not what you are, right? Yeah, that's your veil, that's your nafs, that's your ego. Yeah. And that has different kinds of thickness, different kinds of blindness. So one way to bring the veil down, for example, in relationship, yeah, we want happy relationships, isn't it? Yeah, this is it. It's the one thing we want. No, we should have. If you have a relationship, make it happy, right? So how do you make it happy? Yeah, you speak sweet. Yeah, there's a hadith. Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Kul halawa, kul halawa." Yeah, I am not very good in the Arabic, but what I want to say in Arabic means, speak sweet, eat sweet. Yeah. Now, in that time, eat sweet was healthy. Yeah, because it was dates and so on. Now so don't think too much on the sweet now. But speak sweet. How do we speak sweet? How do we do that? First of all, we don't scream to each other. Yeah, never scream. If you want to have a good relationship, healthy relationship, beautiful one, you don't scream. Never. Yeah. You keep, under any circumstances, you keep sweet. You keep the voice low. You keep it easy, kind. You speak kind. And the moment you scream, you invite the evil in your relationships. Yeah. The demons scream. You don't. Otherwise, you have a demonic relationship, and this is very exhausting, if you noticed. Very exhausting. And you don't want that. Yeah. So, if your partner has an interest to increase the quality of your partnership, then make this very strong intention. Yeah. Make this very strong intention that you don't scream with each other. Can't help it. Yeah. Let's say you're in front of the total scream. Yeah. Yeah, you just want to explode, you want to scream. Yeah. But then it's okay, you leave. Yeah. Yeah. But everything is better than screaming. And the same with your children, scream to them. Yeah. There is a research that I once read this very long ago, that a psychologist was researching about the consequences, how children are traumatized by what? They are more traumatized by beating, for example. Yeah, if the father beats them or the mother beats them. I mean, there is beating and beating, okay? But let's say in a moderate beating, yeah, slapping, not the face, just the, no, or screaming. What hurts them more? And they found out it's the screaming, yeah, especially with the girls, yeah. Found out that when they scream, the parents scream at their children, is a very bad thing to do, yeah. And the slapping, not in the face, no, the slapping on the body is not so hard, okay. Seemingly a very bad thing. No, you should avoid that at any circumstances. Yes, of course you don't scream at your parents. You don't scream at anybody. Yeah, you just that in your life. Okay. Imagine what will happen if everyone starts screaming. There will be a revolution. Just this one point. Yeah, the girls in this world, they stop screaming. Right? That saves you 10 years therapy, honestly. Just this one point. Just this one point. You practice that. Yeah. And you will see everything increases in its quality. Yes. So the good thing is we are watched by high masters, by high beings, and they are in control of what is happening. They are really in control. Yeah. And that gives me a lot of comfort. Yeah. You have no idea how much. Yeah. Because obviously we are not in control, right? Yeah, we're not in control. So all we have to do on our part is to hold these very simple procedures. So there is thankfulness, there is forgiveness, there is respecting the other, like honoring, making the minimum equal, but actually wanna really make your partnership better, than see the other one higher than yourself. Yeah. So when the Prophet said, a wise man follows his wife, this is what he said. Yeah. Wise man follows his wife. Or he said, the Ben in the rank after me is the one who treats his wife in the best way. That's what he said also. Yeah. Yeah. So why is it? Because when you allow, especially the women that will be given the power in the new time, they will be given again what they have been given from the very beginning. They are maintainers of the creation. They have this sense for it. They have this care for it. They have this intelligence for it. Yeah. So especially for the men to see their wives not down, because that's in the system. That's what they tell us in the system, right? This is where every man gets taught. Yeah. Since generations. Look down. Yeah. Or have fear from the women because they are not fair, they are dangerous, they will hurt you, they will braces, you have to hold them down, right? You have to look a little bit down, no? But in the reality, it's the way around. We have to look up, yeah. And we have to understand the women, they know a little more, a little faster. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. So high poetry, yeah, high poetry from the women to the women, yeah, was always coming from enlightened men. Yeah. Rumi, yeah, what the poetry he wrote. yeah, singing to the women and the professors and himself. Oh, so incredibly sweet, yeah, and so much giving them honor, right? Yeah. So you look, if you have any woman in your life, how is your position? Are you in competition, or do you allow her to be more? Yeah, to be higher than you. Yeah, yeah. This is the next step, right? And it's happening. So the women who want to be better in the system, they will lose that thing. Yeah, that that is the total different way. You know. Yeah, this is how the men keeps the system. They say, okay, we put the women in the system here, but it's their system. Yeah. So they lose all dignity, they lose all their beauty, they lose everything. They become heavier and heavier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look, our foreign minister in our country, my goodness. Yeah, you really want to give up? Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah. But the women outside are really in power. Yeah, that they are really valuable. They don't go in the system. There's no place for them. You know, it is not it's not a system that allows women to shine. Yeah. Look at it, what happens, right? So you don't compete there. You step out. And you connect with the earth. Yeah, you get your power there, right? You connect with heaven. This is where you are this is where your energy is. Of course, with a man, if you wake up, they will step out. Yeah, they will step out. That means you can be in the system, because to a certain point we have to be still there. We cannot all retreat or become farmers. Maybe we have that one time, but in this moment it's still in the middle. So many of us have to stay in the system, but you have to understand where you stay, and that this system will not provide happiness in no way for you. Okay? Yeah. And the women, they have to get ready, yeah, to take their position again, and do it in your feminine, intelligent way, right? Yeah. Then we have a chance to make it good. Yeah. My hope is that women reach the legal power. How that will happen, that is only God knows it. But if they reach it, it will take them less than 1 year to over. Yeah. And it is given to them now. And those of you who are married, allow your wife, allow your partner to shine. Yeah. Take the wisdom from them, because it is given to them now. Yeah. They have high inspirations, they have high knowledges, and it's more to them than to us. Yeah. To us, is we should. That's our that's our message now, right? Yeah. It doesn't mean you're completely useless. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, you're not useless. Yeah. But in the old times, men, they were knights. No, they were protectors. They were servants. Yeah, to their queens, to their ladies. And Malana used to say, "I'm the advocate, ladies." Yeah, so this is one of my functions here. I'm the advocate from them. Yeah. I defend them. Yeah. And he did that. Yeah. Many feminists came to him, and they found their happiness there. Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of feminists coming, and in this movement and feminine liberation, God knows. And they met this traditional Muslim, yeah, who was saying, cut the vegetables, yeah. And they felt, because he loved them in the right way. Yeah, he honored them the way they want to be honored. And this was really a phenomenon. Yeah. So man has to find spiritual vision. That's their duty. They need to find a clear vision. Right? Yeah, that is where you must shine. You know what is a step. Okay. Yeah. Good. I think for today. Yeah. It's already 1 hour. So thank you, especially sisters, and thank you, of course, the men also. Thank you, especially the African ones. Yeah, I was coming to know that we have a lot of African listeners and African people who watch, and I'm very moved by that, because we're not so good with the Africans, right? So I'm very happy that you give your love and your patience to us, and we hope to meet everyone, and stay healthy, stay sweet, stay kind, and remember your purpose. Yeah. So if you want to know the source, listen, and you will hear exactly what you need to think, what you need to speak, how to act, everything. Yeah, it is known by you, because you are the source, you are a representative of this source, right? This is what all the hoax tell you, and that's the truth. So yeah. So I'm not a teacher, I'm not here to teach you. Or let's say I'm a teacher, but you're also my teachers, right? There's not one teacher. And we're all teachers to each other. And then there is masters. Yeah. And they watch, and they see you a little bit deviating. And then they come pop up, a little correction. Well, then it's fine. Okay. So I'm giving endless thanks to my masters, and cannot give really appropriate thank. No, because there's no really appropriate way to thank the source and to thank masters for what they do for us. And I give also thanks to my ancestors, and to my mother especially, to my father, to my grandmother, to my grandfather, to my grandmother, grandfather, to all my lineage, that I was allowed to meet. And thank you for their prayers, because they pray for us a lot. And I hope that my prayers for them are accepted as well. So thank you so much, Mama, for your prayers, and Papa, and my grandpapa, and my grandfather, my grandmama. Thank you so much for your prayers. And may you feel beloved, because that's what you are. Yeah, and that you find comfort wherever you are, however you are, right? trust in yourself, in that voice of truth that speaks to you. Good. Thank you so much. And all my Muslim brothers and sisters, very much Eid Mubarak to you. Yes. Thank you. And all the others also Eid Mubarak. Happy days, happy feast, happy month. And especially thanks to my wife, Huda, and thank you so much for your guidance. So, all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Blessings to all. Thank you.